Hi there, welcome back to clonmel Tiles and Stoves. It's been about 45 minutes there since we lit the fire now at this stage. So you can see the temperature gauge now is beginning to rise up there. A lovely bit of kit this, because it'll show you exactly what stage your stove is at so that it won't overheat. You know, vital that you don't overheat your stove. So she's been on there roughly 45 minutes thereabouts. You can see by her here now, she's actually nicely ticking over there. She's in at about 150 degrees centigrade. There's no flame really going, she's just ticking away, licking away there, you know, that's fine. But now I want to show you the advantages of having a sealed unit where you have your liner and your stove as one. When you have that kind of control, what we'll do is we'll open up the vents, we'll show you the effects that the vents have on the fire. You'll see the way it'll open up. And then once it gets going, we'll show you how you can shut it back down again, which is vital in a stove. That's the whole idea of a stove, that again, you're allowing the stove and you're allowing the combustion to do the work, not the fuel. Okay, so we got our trusted little poker here, and if you can come in there a bit closer, we'll actually go through this with you. So there at the moment you can see nothing major going on. She's ticking away nicely. I have my two primary vents below here, and I have my secondary flow up there. No great mystery about that. Your primary vents is your primary air source. So the primary air comes in from the bottom, secondary is in at the top. So if I give her a shot of air there, open them up, and I open up the top vent here, almost immediately you can see she's after getting a blast of air. So she's kicking off there now. And that is beautiful control from a beautiful stove. Lovely flame going on there. Now this is the Charmwood Country 12. It is my view, and I said, as I mentioned before, I'm not endorsed by any company, but Charmwood, Stovax, Dick Gertz, Sparterm, top of the range stoves. So there you can see she's getting a shot of air, and off she's going. Temperature is beginning to rise now. We're getting up into the zones. We're after going up by nearly 15 degrees there in the last couple of minutes, and you can nearly hear the wind pulling it up through the chimney. Now that's what would happen in an open heart fire. You've no control. Once your fuel's in there, it's being pulled up the chimney. Chimney is nothing more than a glorified Dyson. It's sucking everything up the chimney. And that even works when your fire isn't lit. You know, what about all your heat? Even when the fire isn't lit in open heart fire, what about all the heat from your grand radiators? That's why some doors in sit rooms are hard to close. You nearly feel them pulling back in. All the heat from your radiators into an open fire, up the chimney, you know. So even having a stove in an open heart fire closed down, not even on, is beneficial, because at least you're saving the heat inside. So here we are, as you can see now with the temperature, we're heading up damn close to 200 degrees centigrade, sitting at 12 o'clock. Time to start thinking about bringing this down, because if you don't, she'll pull too much air in, she'll start getting hotter into the red zone. You're going to overfire the stove. So, as simple as that, as I said before, just literally at this stage, once it's up to temperature, hand in front of the glass, it's hot. You want to turn off your primary vents, which are your bottom vents, just knock them off completely. Boom, boom. Top vent, we're going to tweak her back little by little. And eventually you're going to see the way she just dies down. You get a little shot of more at the moment. And there you can see you have that ghost fire effect, that ghost flame. So where the hydrocarbons are now burning off, and that's what that little sporadic flame is. And it's teasing over the logs and teasing around the glass, and that airflow over the glass is keeping the glass clear as well. So now she is down, and even though I'm after killing the flame, there's actually, you'd have to be standing here beside it, there's actually an increase of heat, because now that calorific wave is after igniting and you're getting a super draw. So now she's nearly down to where, as I said, you have just created that ghost flame. The flame is licking over the fuel, so it's now where the combustion and the stove is doing the work, not the fuel. So now she's at her peak. Once it's up to this kind of temperature, that timber should go from maybe an hour and a half put in another load of timber, it could last you up to 2 hours. Because it's going to take very, very little to keep this up at its ambient temperature. Very little. Super bit of kit, super tool, Charmwood, Country 12. Couldn't recommend Charmwood enough. Thank you very much for your time. See you soon.